stay with the story because as part of cultivating our heritage, there's celebrations also being marked in Limpopo province. In fact, it's all taking place at Tshate in Sekhukhune district. It's known for its archaeological remains and ancient mining activities. It's where we find SABC News reporter Lutendo Bobodi, who I'm actually told is now in Mohlaletse. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Lutendo, what are you able to see from your vantage point, given just the, I suppose, burst of color and culture we're seeing elsewhere in the country?
Thank you so much, Yanda. It's we call it Duva Labu Falijaji Labu here in Limpopo. It's a bright day today, reflecting the sun of Africa, and I see an assortment of colors reflecting the cultural diversity of this country, of this province. Today we celebrate the cultural, linguistic, and religious diversity that this country has. The treasure trove of all the heritage sites here, and of course cultural centers. But here I'm standing with the Premier of the province, Dr. Ramathuba, who will tell us more about the event here in Mohlaletse today. Premier, thank you so much. We are here today and we're celebrating museums. Why?
Because that is our heritage. For us, as the people of Limpopo, we pride ourselves, especially if you look at this area where we are. You can't talk about the liberation of the people of this country without talking about Tshate, without talking about King Sekhukhune. And this is where it all begins, where it all started, starting with King Sekhukhune himself when he fought the Boers led by Bega, having defeated them, the real colonizer at that time. Following up with his own son, when he led the Sebatakgomo battle, you'd remember that some of our first recruits of the Mkondo Wesizwe of the African National Congress, your Elias Mutswaledi, your Flag Bushielo, those were part of the Sebatakgomo. So that is why we're saying Tshate, it's one of the areas where in our province we pride ourselves. Khancha ka go ba pedi ka gore ha o bolela ka ba pedi kingdom o ka se bolele ka bona o tla o bolele ka Tshate gore Sekhukhune taba e dirileng ya go ba kantša magotši ka moka batle mo yena o symbolize resilience. Ha re bolela ka Sekhukhune re bolela ka motho o na tseba go kopantša ditšhaba tša ba pedi. So ndi zwine ba ḓo zwi bona re khou zwi ita miṅwaha yoṱhe i ḓaho uri ri ḓo vha ri tshi khou u tanda na zwiṱiriki zwashu zwoṱhe. Vha ḓo ri vhona ri ḓo vha ri dzaṱa kha muṅwe ṅwaha, ri ḓo vha ri maphungubye kha muṅwe ṅwaha. Hi nge tshiki hi ta va hi famba na timuseum ta hina hinkwato, na ku swa nkoka ngopfu i ku dyondzisa vana va hina ku ri va swi tiva ku loko hi ku hina hi vanhu va Limpopo, hi ku hi maAfrika-Dzonga, hi ku hi maAfrika hi vulavula yini, ri va ri khou vudza vathu mini, ri vutsa vathu ing. Limpopo pride itself with its own rich cultural diversity. When you look, it is the only province, I always tell you, the only province amongst the 9 provinces that can boast to say we have got the true original Bavenda, the original Bapedi, the original Batsonga, Machangani. We have here the Swatis, you find them in this area. You find the Ndeveles in this area. If you go to Lipalale, you will find the Batswana there in Lipalale. So there is no, actually it's only the Xhosas and the Zulus and probably the Southern Sotho that you don't find in our province. So you can't compare Limpopo with any other province in this country. We are rich in our cultural diversity.
Yeah, and of course our heritage sites. You look at Mapungubwe, sophistication, civilization.
Exactly, which is, I remember the last time when I was in Algeria to say trade, when we're dealing with Africa trade, to say Africans started to trade long time ago. You look at Mapungubwe, where we have been trading even to as far as Indians. So those are the uniqueness. If you look at the Makapans Valley there in Waterberg, around the Mukopane, Mohlaletse municipality. We can, Limpopo is rich in its own cultural heritage sites that we continue to celebrate. And this is a moment to say, maybe reminding our people lastly, that this is not a day for dressing only and eating African food. It's to really go and study our history.
Thank you so much. I'm running out of time. Well, that was Dr. Phophi Ramathuba talking about heritage here and, of course, celebrating our cultural sites in the province. Back to you.
All right, Lutendo Bobodi, live to us there from Mohlaletse in Limpopo. For now, thanks very much indeed.